Let me show you how to nail exposure in Slog 3 nearly every time. There's a lot of different ways to check your exposure, such as metering, a histogram, my favorite false colors, but something that's built into every single Sony camera is zebras. So in Slog 3, if we set our upper limit to 94 and then adjust our exposure either through ISO or ND until the moment the zebras show up, we can then dial it back right to when the zebras disappear, and then we ensure that all of our highlights are going to be captured and there's going to be no clipping. This is known as exposing to the right because you're technically overexposing compared to exposing for middle gray. You can take that entire signal and pull it down, which in general is going to lower the noise that you're seeing in your image. Now, like every other tip, this isn't always true. There's definitely situations where this won't work as well. For example, if your subject is backlit, you want to expose for their skin tones and not the bright background. If your scene is darker and you stray too far away from your base ISO, it's going to introduce noise and artifacting into your image, which defeats the whole purpose of exposing to the right to begin with. And lastly, sometimes it's better to expose for middle gray and skin tones like I'm doing in this scene here. This tube light behind me is obviously brighter than my face, so if I wanted to expose to the right, I'd have to bump my key light up really high, which is going to give me harsher shadow. So in this situation, exposing middle gray or skin tones fits better, but in most common lighting situations, particularly if you're outside, exposing to the right is going to get you the cleanest image.